What's up, guys? Justin Morgan here, and I am right at the end of my training session, so I am a mess, but I wanted to do a video on the hook grip. I have seen several people talk about the hook grip recently, and for those of you who don't know, the hook grip is simply where you wrap your fingers over top of your thumb. If I could get my camera around there. And you do this so that you can lock your grip in better. In my experience, sometimes when I've introduced this to people, and the few people that I coached for one reason or another, they did very well with it. Usually people complain about the pain, but I'm going to tell you guys what I told most of them, and it seems to have helped them out a lot. And that is that the real pain that you experience when using the hook grip is the slipping of the barbell, the knurling. When you get that slippage across the barbell, like it's slipping out of your hands, you that's where a lot of the pain comes from. So the best thing that you could do is prevent that. So the way that you do that is to lock down harder on your thumb. So you really need to just mash that thumb in, mash that harder. And that's kind of counterintuitive, because people think that the actual mashing of their thumb is what's causing the pain, but it's really not. It's the slipping of the knurling across your thumb. If you can see, barbells are made, here's the smooth part of the barbell. This is the Rogue, I'm not like a barbell aficionado, it's just one of the Rogue Olympic weightlifting barbells. But there's a smooth part of the barbell, and then there's this knurling part, and the knurling is there to help you get a better grip. So when you actually lock down harder on top of that thumb, you can get you'll experience less pain because there's not slippage across the thumb. Now, doing this, comparing this to like a mixed grip where people will do over, under, like one hand over and one hand under when they grip the barbell, my hook grip is much stronger than my over-under grip. When I switched this, there was like a short learning curve, and then I initially used it on deadlift, which is a little bit different. When I do the deadlift, I actually lock down directly on the on the barbell, and I'll pull with kind of a straight wrist. Whereas in weightlifting, what I end up doing is that I kind of cock my wrist a little bit to do kind of like a little bit of a false grip. And so but that's really not affecting the grip exactly. That's just kind of how I align my wrist. You align your wrist that way in weightlifting because you're intending to actually pull under the bar and get under the bar. So that's really the biggest variation, I guess, between using hook grip for a deadlift versus using hook grip for a clean and jerk or snatch. Now, the last thing that I will leave off on in this video is that I worked up to, the most I've ever deadlifted was 550 pounds. And I used straps all the way up prior to that. So I would once a week end up using the hook grip just to get some practice in on it, but I pretty much know how to hook grip, so it's always there. When I go to the meet, I didn't train grip or do anything specific, and I could have done significantly for more than weight than that. One time I was at a strongman gym and I did 405 with one hand using a hook grip. It had a center knurling. This barbell actually does not have the center knurling. I kind of wish that it did, but I don't normally do the strongman type stuff. I did train strongman for several years, but I didn't do a substantial amount of grip training in that. I think grip training is kind of cool sometimes, and it's cool when people do that, but I don't personally have a reason to do it. The hook grip, when I use it, is stronger than it's as strong as when I use straps, really. I mean, it's not actually as strong as when I use straps, but you know, my grip's probably good for much more than 550 pounds. I don't know how much it's good for. I don't do anything special to train it except that I really know how to hook grip well, and that's it. So if you guys are interested in trying the hook grip, there's really nothing special to it. I don't have like huge hands. My palms are kind of on the bigger side, but my fingers are actually kind of on the shorter side. So when I hold my hands up next to my wife's, her palms like come like to here on me, but she has freakishly long fingers. So you know, she's the opposite. Her hands are actually as long as mine. But I don't have abnormally large hands. I have very normal size hands. You don't have to have big hands to use the hook grip. Small hands will work just fine. You just have to be able to get something around your thumb, and you have to be able to mash your thumb against the bar really well so that it doesn't slip. That's it. You guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you in that next video.